1997 British Touring Car Championship in TOCA Touring Car Championship, and today the job is simple. If we don't outscore Alain Menu by 13 points, then he will win the title at what I presume is going to be a rainy Brands Hatch. Hell, if he outscores us by 4 points in just race 1, it's game over, man. Game over. So, how long can we fight off the inevitable?
Brands Hatch is our venue once more in this, the penultimate meeting of the championship. Qualifying for the first race is about to start, so let's see who ends up with that elusive pole position.
As expected, but to be honest, it's not just raining, it is full-on horror show thunderstorm. Not looking forward to this. A much bumpier circuit, much more places where in this game it can catch you out, even in the dry. Oh, let's see the back end over rotating through Graham Hill Bend already. Ew. Oh, okay. Right, look. Got to play the hand you dealt. Like I say, could all be over by race 1. At least get a clean lap on the board to begin with. In real life, rain played a part in qualifying. For the second time this season, qualifying was cancelled due to the rain. But unlike in Croft, where they used the championship standings to set the grid, they voted on a different method, and it was a very close vote, only a narrow winner for how they would do it this time around, and naturally not everyone was happy, but they tried something different. Race 1, the times would be set from Sunday warm-up, and they knew that ahead of time, so they could treat Sunday warm-up as a qualifying session. But for race 2, they would do something slightly different, and it would cause some problems, some weird quirks, I should say. But we'll go into that later. I want to focus on improving on my first lap. I definitely think I can get into the 44s here. So far we are doing enough to do that, right? Just lots of dabs off the throttle. Twitchy steering rather than kind of any big motions, because that's how the car seems to over-rotate. So many bumps on corner entries here, though, that I feel like are there to catch you out and make it seem like a justifiable reason for the car to go sliding off the grey stuff. And bad final sector, we don't improve. And Alain Menu's grabbed a point, which means he only needs 3 points more than us in race 1 to win the title. Real pole sitter Beeler just next to him, splitting the Renaults. Oh, damn. Oh, it's abysmal. We're 13th. We're not even kind of in our usual region. Oh, I have such a bad feeling about this.
It's time now for our first race of the day, so let's join the action.
Once again we get the launch. And into Paddock Hill Bend we go. In a thunderstorm. God, back of the car slightly stepped out there. We've gained a place. We gain 2 more, or we go wide on Druids. And we lose those 2 immediately. I'm just glad we didn't get tipped round on the exit there. I'll take that. Oh my word, they're just all over the place. Oh, heavy on the brakes there from one of the Volvos. And I'm pretty sure we got tipped round at this exact corner in the dry. I kind of knew that was going to happen. It's just ridiculous how much speed they carry through there. That's just mental. Incredibly, we've... Anyway, no bother. It's almost like that didn't happen, as we're back up to 10th. We're up to Warwick. We pass our teammate. What a ridiculous first lap that was. And Warwick can get into a fight behind us. He tries to hang on for it. think what will only be his second point of the season if he hangs on to it. I don't think he will. Sorry, Derek. Looks like Warwick is slightly reeling us in. It does seem to be like we're quicker throughout the first part of the lap. And then once you get to the final corner and clearways, they gain loads of time back. We have at least, for the most part, reeled in this Volvo. Well, we've done that a little better. We've actually done okay there on Kelvin Burt. Burt just pulling away from us. He's on the brakes quite early. I'm going to try and send it round. We do for now, but he's on the inside of us at Graham Hill Bend. We're through for now. Still could be in the, yeah, we're in the danger zone for this one though.
Danger zone.
Please don't take us out. Sorry for the slightly snappy looks back. You can tell why. I am nervous. Right. If you can take Paddock Hill Bend smoothly, that gives us some breathing room. Same again with Druids. Paddock Hill, Druids, Graham Hill. We nail these, we can start gaining some chunks of time, and then it's just about, oh my god, back end steps out there. That hasn't gained us time. And immediately we're in the danger zone.
Danger zone!
Actually, we're not. Fine, you know what, go ahead. Come on. Ah. Oh, that was silly. That was silly. That was, you know what? For all the times that I've been screwed over, that was just reckless. Nah, I can't. I saw we'd started lap 6, almost halfway through the race, and we'd only gotten ourselves up to 9th. And I was just thinking that, oh no, Menu is just going to casually take the championship. So I sent a very silly move. I sent a couple more silly moves just there. Okay. Somehow we get a decent run out of that one this time. Well, you know what? It'd be nice to have the weight lifted, actually. That it's finally happened, that Menu has finally won. And we just do our very best to get some good results for the end of the season. But with the upward difficulty... Oh, that Honda going very slowly there. Around the outside of Burt, that seems silly. I'm going to stay wide. Yeah, that was not the place to be making the move. Got Tarquini behind us now. Don't know why Tarquini was going so slowly, but let's finally try and get past this bloody Volvo into Druids. They can fight each other, that's fine by me. In real life it was a pretty bleak weekend for Vauxhall and Cleland in particular. He tangled with Will Hoy in both of the races. Finished down the order. Beeler converting his race 1 pole into a win. I don't think Beeler's winning today. I feel like Menu's probably going to convert his pole into a win and take the championship in style. I would say we're comfortably in second, but we don't want to, you know, presume anything, so let's make sure we do come home in second. In real life, it was the third race weekend of the season where Menu didn't actually feature on pole or, like, as a winner. And I was hoping there would be a dip in form for him, but there wasn't. But it is worth noting that his real-life consistency was still strong. He was on the podium in both races, so it's not like he was ever really that far away. I was also hoping that actually Brands Hatch was the one place in our season where he'd finished outside the top 2. The one time. So I was hoping he might, you know, it might be his bogey track and it might happen again, but it hasn't. And in fact, we're not even like making a dent into the Audi ahead. They are so quick around this circuit. We seem to have pulled a comfortable gap to the cars behind, but the top 6 are just gone. They are in no man's land. Actually, they're not in no man. I'm in no man's land. They are home free. Oh, and there we go. That happened in the dry. That's insane. I've not even lost the place. I can't even see them. I've pulled such a big gap on the cars behind. Yet that's insane. When we try this season again at some point, we know the deal. It's an increasing difficulty curve, which means the first half of the season, win win everything if you can.
What a battle for first place.
There we go.
The closest finish we've seen for some time.
That was a bit of a silly finish.
Let's see the final result.
Menu wins, and he confirms himself as the 1997 British Touring Car Champion. Something I'm sure none of us saw coming. Plato, it's a Renault 1-2. Thompson, of course, he's very much been like hot on their heels for a while. The Audi slip to 4th and 5th. Warwick, painfully just outside the points for Warwick. So close by 2nd. A weight is relieved. We knew it was going to happen. 3 races to go. Let's maximise and have some fun. So, like I said, real-life qualifying was cancelled. Race 1, set by the Sunday warm-up. Race 2 was set by the fastest lap set in Race 1. Which did create some weird things going on in Race 1. With this slightly unique opportunity, what many did was they kind of sacrificed their Race 1 for a good qualifying slot in Race 2. And that's what happened. Like, Anthony Reid got his first pole of the season. I think it was Nissan's only pole of the season, because he basically set up to set a flying lap early in the race and then withdrew very early on. Thompson, who qualified 2nd, did much the same, and Rydell, who qualified 3rd, he basically finished 15th in Race 1. So the top 3 qualifiers had pretty much just sacrificed their race to get a good grid slot. I mean, look, the championship was decided. I'm sure those teams were all still kind of dicing for constructors and teams points, but an interesting system, but slightly flawed one for the race. They voted on it. I mean, you know. Right, I wasn't really paying attention. I just kind of chilled. John Bincliffe, though, on pole ahead of Bieler, Menu from Plato. We are going to be actually really down the order. That was a really bad few laps, because I was thinking about telling the history, and also I've just relaxed now. As long as we finish 2nd, that's all. We've got a nice cushion. Where are we? How on earth have we still managed... Oh, no, we haven't. That's Derek Warwick. We're cool. In real life, John Clennon clashed with Will Hoy. We're right next to him. Let's go.
We're ready for the 2nd race of the day, so let's see how it unfolds.
Could take some more risks now. I know there's not really a title on the line. See if we can get up the field early and give ourselves a fighting chance. In real life, it was the first win of the season for Rickard Rydell. You may remember he got his first pole at Thruxton at the previous meeting. First fastest lap, not fastest lap, first win. But did he get the fastest lap in this race? I think he might have done. So yeah, fastest lap and a win for Rydell. So him and Volvo in the ascendancy. And who knows, might be a good omen for 1998. In the meantime, very happy to not have been taken out entirely. Some friendly door banging through clearways. Oh! That snapped a bit. Unless I've got been hit there, that feels like a really soft off. There's no point getting into it. Maybe it's because I was on the curb, maybe. Curb in the wet. Ah, well. We go again. Oh, Right, come on. Come on. This time, to the inside of Paddock Hill. To the outside of Paddock... To the inside of Paddock Hill. We're going to just... You know, let's not plan it too much in advance. Let's just see where the wind takes us. Right, come on, let's get ourselves in the points and not give up too much ground to the people behind us. Like I say, been looking forward and seeing Menu just slowly pull away from us ever since, you know, rounds 3 and 4 at Silverstone. Took the lead and never looked back. But now we do just need to keep one eye over our shoulder. Up to the inside of Warwick. We're through. And we should be able to hold on to this as long as we don't completely screw up. Turn 1. Very nice. Bit heavy on the steering. But we are okay. You can see the points position being occupied very rarely by a Peugeot. Try and change that in a sec. We will, of course, be coming back to give it another crack and try and beat this game. Having learnt so much more about it, about how the game handles, experiencing that difficulty curve, knowing how important it is to maximise those early races. And to be honest, even though the difficulty level does go up throughout it, this weekend is the first weekend where I have not looked like winning. Every single weekend, I think... Every single other weekend, I've had a shout at a win. And there's been signs of the pace. And, oh, cheers, Deza. Thanks, mate. Yeah, there's been signs that I could have won. Or, you know, it's just been kind of interrupted by AI aggression or, you know, me falling foul of a handling. This is the first one where it's like, oh wow, they're really quick. You actually don't stand a chance. So if I can win the majority of those races up to this point, even if it's all about damage limitation in the final 4 races, that's doable, but it does require a much higher standard up to this point. Need to be much more clinical, much less silly mistakes, and just do our best to steer clear of the nonsense. I think sometimes it does come and find us, and that's what the game is absolutely trying to do. But we can be smart about it. So not impossible, very much doable. Whether it's doable in a Vectra, it's a point. Who would I go in for the second attempt when I go as someone else? I think I'd have to. Question is who? That'll be interesting. But yeah, before I try it again, we have a Volvo off, and we scrape into the top 10. Yeah, before we try this season again, first thing we're going to do is do a season of TOCA 2. The 1998 season, which does have difficulty levels for its championship mode, so we will be doing it on the hardest difficulty. We shall see what the challenge is like. It's going to be fun. The format changes slightly. There's a sprint race and a feature race. The feature race having a mandatory pit stop. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's, honestly, TOCA 2 is a step up in every level, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Maybe still some frustrating moments, but I think it's going to kind of deliver the experience, hopefully, that I remember from my childhood anyway. We'll see. Be interesting, but I'm looking forward to it. But before we start that season, we are also going to have an end of season blowout in this game, where we will explore the bonus tracks and the cheats of this game. Didn't own this one growing up, so I've not actually tried any of them. Well aware of a lot of them and heard lots about them, but we will, like we did with Formula 1 98, explore them and have a bit of an end of season blowout. Be good to blow off some steam. And when I say that, I have one particular cheat in my mind. Yeah, it's taken us a good while to see some cars again, but we can see a Nissan. Come on, let's try and get past. I'm going to go to the inside. There we go, you see? Since they've dished it out more than we have, so we might as well throw one back at them. In the low 55s, high 44s. And we have a Peugeot up in 8th now. Try and catch them. Snap through Druids. I don't think we're going to get to them in time. Oof, that was brutal. That was brutal. For the first time this season, we haven't even looked remotely like winning either race.
And what a race that was.
But at least we do pick up points in both of them. Your winner is... Shocker! He's not finished outside of the top 2 more than once. And that only other occasion was at the other Brands Hatch. I can't believe the consistency is relentless. Many from Plato, Beeler from Bincliffe, Thompson from Tarquini, in line of stern for those first 6 places. We are 9th, just ahead of David Leslie. Pressure off for the finale though, at least. At least I hope so. I want to make sure we do finish 2nd. If we come home 3rd, I'll be actively even more pissed. So Alain Menu is very much home free, and emphatically so after a pole and a double win. But we're home free as well. We are 37 points clear of Jason Plato with a maximum of 32 left. So we are guaranteed in 2nd place. Pressure fully off for the final 2 races of the season, which will be at Silverstone. And I'm hoping, if it follows the pattern, every single return visit has race 1 in the dry, race 2 in the wet. Our first visit to Silverstone was in the wet and in thunderstorm conditions, much like today. So hopefully we will finish there in the dry, and we'll see what we can do at the finale and hopefully make a better showing of ourselves than we did today. I think I knew it was too little too late. We've not done enough earlier in the season. We really need to have a gap to lose by this point. But I really hope you've enjoyed the season. Thank you so much for watching. 1 episode left, 2 races to go. Let's finish with a flourish. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Alain Menu. And I guess thank you, John Cleland. We will send you off next time, and it will be another victim for our 2nd attempt. Till next time.